Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports all plays.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Wednesday, June 22nd, 2022. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. All right, just making sure our sound is good because we were having trouble with that the other day. All right, thanks for joining us. Don't forget, I'm Chris Gonzalez, your host. You can find me at Gonzo Sports Room on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Chris D. Gonzalez. Easy Money, a sports betting show, is live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room, and on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at ASAP Sports Network, All Sports, All Plays. You can also find Easy Money, a sports betting show, in podcast form, Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find it at Easy Money, a sports betting show. We also have a sports talk show, GSR Gonzo Sports Room. That show is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. So come join us tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern for another episode of that. You can also find GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us at Gonzo Sports Room. We also have a pro wrestling podcast, GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room. New episodes of that come out every Sunday at 9 a.m. You can find that on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, all at Gonzo's Wrestling Room. And you can find the video version of that on our YouTube page at Gonzo's Sports Room. What was I trying to do here? All right. We'll jump right into today's slate of games. We'll start with the NHL tonight, as you have the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado Avalanche at the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Avalanche are up 2-1 in this series. Avalanche got off to a quick start in the Stanley Cup Finals, taking a quick 2-0 lead over the two-time defending champions, the Lightning. Lightning was able to win the first game at home in Game 3 to make it a 2-1 series. And now they have another home game tonight as they try to even the series up 2-2. I think this is a must-win game for Tampa Bay. You don't want to go down 3-1 in the series. I think if either team went down 3-1 in this series, they'd be done. So this is a must-win game for Tampa. And I also think this is an important game for Avalanche because you can take a stranglehold on the Stanley Cup Finals if you can win this game. So it should be a real interesting game tonight. Just 1 second. All right, here we go. All right, but no, it should be an interesting game. Last time I looked at the spread on this game, is basically a pick 'em. I'm pulling the line up right now. I like the Avalanche in tonight's game. Yes, it's the Avalanche are slight favorites at -111. Lightning are at -108 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 6. Uh, I like the Avalanche in this game. I just think that the Avalanche uh, are the faster team and the more explosive team. When their offense gets going, it comes in bunches. Their goalie had been good almost all playoffs. Had a bad game in game 3. I look for the goalie to be better this game. I think that the Avalanche started feeling themselves a little bit and didn't come into game 3 with the same type of intensity that they did in games 1 and 2. Tampa Bay Lightning came in fighting for their playoffs live and had that intensity, and the Avalanche wasn't able to match that intensity or focus or whatever you want to call it. I think the Avalanche is going to be able to match that tonight. It's going to be a raucous crowd there in Tampa Bay, but I like the Avalanche at the -111 on the money line to get the win tonight. All right, then we move over to Major League Baseball. We got a couple games already on their way in baseball. The Toronto Blue Jays are at the Chicago White Sox. This game is in the 4th inning, and the Toronto Blue Jays are up 2-0. The Blue Jays are 2.5-run favorites. They're -400 on the money line. The White Sox are +280 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8.5. And the other game we have in action right now is the New York Mets at the Houston Astros. The Astros are up 5-1 over the Mets at home. This game is in the 3rd inning. And then the next game we have starts at 4:06 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's the Philadelphia Phillies at the Texas Rangers. The Phillies are 1.5-run favorites on the road. They are -142 on the money line. The Rangers are +120 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5. The Phillies are 36-33 on the season. They have a 17-16 record on the road. They are hitting .248 as a team on the season and have a 3.95 team ERA. The Phillies will have Wheeler on the mound tonight, who is 6-3 and has a 2.69 ERA. He has allowed 58 hits, has 78 strikeouts to 18 walks, and has allowed 3 home runs in 70 innings of work. For the Rangers, they are 32-35. They are 15-18 at home. They're hitting .236 as a team and have a 4.00 team ERA. They will have Sonny Gray on the mound tonight. He is 2-3 on the season. Excuse me, not Sonny Gray. We'll have Gray on the mound. I think it's John Gray. He has a 4.27 ERA. He's allowed 49 hits, has 63 strikeouts to 22 walks, allowed 5 home runs and 59 innings of work. The Rangers beat the Phillies last night. The Phillies are 3-2 over their last 5. The Rangers are 3-2 over their last 5. I like the pitching matchup tonight for the Phillies. The Phillies offense is usually a better hitting. The Phillies are usually a better hitting team than the Rangers. I like the Phillies tonight here on the money line. Next game we have the Arizona Diamondbacks at the San Diego Padres. The Padres are 1.5-run favorites at home. They're -174 on the money line. The Diamondbacks are +146 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5. For the Diamondbacks, they are 32-38 on the season. They have a 15-19 record on the road, hitting .216 as a team, and have a 4.20 ERA. They will have Bumgarner on the mound tonight, who is 3-6 with a 3.45 ERA. He's allowed 70 hits, has 48 strikeouts to 23 walks, and allowed 12 home runs in 70 innings of work. The Padres are 43-27. They are 19-13 at home. They're hitting .242 as a team, and they have a 3.44 team ERA. Clevenger is on the mound for the Padres tonight, 1-0 with a 3.79 ERA, has allowed 17 hits, has 22 strikeouts to 7 walks, and allowed 2 home runs and 19 innings of work. Uh, the Diamondbacks are 2-3 over their last 5 games. Padres are also 2-3 over their last 5. But the Padres have won the first 2 games of this series, so the Padres are going for the series sweep. I like the Padres here. They're the better hitting team. The Diamondbacks have not been able to hit the ball consistently this season. And I like the Padres bullpen better than I do the Diamondbacks. So I like the Padres here on the money line. Next game we have is the Colorado Rockies at the Miami Marlins. The Marlins are 1.5 run favorites in this game. They're minus 205 on the money line. The Rockies are plus 172 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5. The Rockies are 30-38 on the season, 11-19 on the road. Have not been good on the road at all this season. They're hitting 262 as a team and have a 4.94 team ERA. They will have Cool on the mound. He is 4-4 with a 3.69 ERA. He's allowed 63 hits to 49 strikeouts, has allowed 27 walks, and allowed 6 home runs in 63 innings of work. For the Marlins, they're 30-36 on the season, 16-14 at home. They're hitting 243 as a team and have a team ERA at 3.95. They will have Lopez on the mound, who is 4-3 with a 2.85 ERA. He's allowed 61 hits, has 77 strikeouts to 20 walks, and allowed 8 home runs in 75 innings of work. The Marlins won 9-8 last night. I like the Marlins again here at home with Lopez on the mound. He's been solid to start out the season. The Rockies just don't play well on the road, and their pitching is not the strongest, having almost an earned run average at 5. Rockies are 3-2 over their last 5. Marlins are 2-3 over their last 5. I like the Marlins tonight on the money line. Next game, we have the the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Cincinnati Reds. The Dodgers are 1.5 run favorites on the road. They are minus 154 on the money line. The Reds are plus 130 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 9.5. I'm a big Reds fan. Yesterday, I took the under in the Reds game at 9.5, and they had 10. The final score ended up averaging the 10. For the Dodgers, they are 41-25 on season, 21-13 on the road. They're hitting 250 as a team, have a 2.90 team ERA, and they are 3-2 over their last 5. They'll have Anderson on the mound tonight, who is 8-0 with a 2.82 ERA. He's allowed 52 hits, has 63 strikeouts to 11 walks, and allowed 6 home runs in 67 innings of work. The Reds are 23-44 on the season, 12-21 at home. The Reds got off to a terrible start, won like 2 of their first 23 games. Have been playing better baseball since then, but the Reds bullpen is really concerning. Our starting pitching has been pretty good, especially over the last month and a half. But our bullpen is still worrisome. But in tonight's game, I mean, it's going to be a pitcher's duel. You have 2 good pitchers on the mound. For the Reds, they're, like I said, they're 12-21 at home, hitting 237 as a team, but their team ERA is 5.27. And like I said, their bullpen has just been not been very strong at all. Castillo is on the mound tonight. He's 2-4 with a 3.33 ERA. He's allowed 35 hits, has 43 strikeouts, 15 walks, and allowed 4 home runs and 46 innings of work. The Dodgers are 3-2 over their last 5. The Dodgers won 8-2 over the Reds last night for game 1 of this series. The Reds are 0-5 over their last 5 games. I'm going to be rooting for the Reds, but if I was going to pick a team on this team, I'd have to go with the Dodgers with Anderson on the mound. But I look for Castillo to pitch a good game. Hopefully, this will be a close game, and our bullpen can hold on. Reds bullpen can hold on at the end. But I would lean toward the. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm not betting against my team, so I'm going to take the under the 9.5. It went over yesterday. I think it's going to go under today. So I'm going under the 9.5 in the Dodgers and Reds game. Because I'm not going to sit here and be rooting against my team because I have a bet on the game. Next game is the Chicago Cubs at the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cubs are 1.5 run favorites on the road. They are minus 126 on the money line. The Pirates are plus 108 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 9. The Cubs are 25-43 on the season, 12-18 on the road. They're hitting .242 as a team and have a 4.95 team ERA. They have Thompson on the mound tonight, who has a 6-2 record and a 3.27 ERA. He's allowed 45 hits, 48 strikeouts to 20 walks, and allowed 6 home runs in 55 innings of work. For the Pirates, they're 28-39, 16-19 at home. They're hitting .229 as a team and have a 4.25 team ERA. They will have Wells on the mound. He is 4-4 with a 3.62 ERA. He's allowed 52 hits to 36 strikeouts, 12 walks, allowed 8 home runs in 59 innings of work. The Nationals are 2-3 on the 2-3 over their last 5 games. The Orioles are 3-2 over their last 5. The Nationals did win last night's game to kick off this series. But with Wells on the mound tonight, I like the Orioles on the money line here. Or excuse me, I skipped the game. All right, I went through the Cubs. For the Pirates, they have Eichhoff on the mound tonight. The Pirates have won the first 2 games of this series. Sorry, I moved ahead to the next game. So you have Cubs and Pirates. Cubs are 25-43 on the season, 12-18 on the road. They're hitting .242 as a team, 4.95 team ERA, so they're struggling with their pitching. They will have Thompson on the mound, who's 6-2 with a 3.27 ERA. The Pirates are 16-19 at home, hitting .221 as a team, and have a 4.39 ERA. The Pirates are 3-2 over their last 5. They've won the first 2 games of this series. But Eichhoff has not pitched a whole lot here lately. So I like the Cubs to avoid the series sweep in this game. All right, our next game is the Washington Nationals at the Baltimore Orioles. This is the game I tried to move on to ahead of schedule. The Orioles are 1.5 run favorites at home. They're minus 154 on the money line. Nationals are plus 130 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9 runs. Nationals are 25-46 on the season, 13-20 on the road. They're hitting .253 as a team and have a 5.21 team ERA. They will have Corbin on the mound tonight. He is 3-9 with a 6.59 ERA. He's allowed 97 hits to 57 strikeouts, allowed 27 walks and 11 home runs in 69 innings of work. The Orioles are 30-39 on the season, 17-17 at home, hitting .229 as a team and have a 4.25 ERA. Wells is 4-4 with a 3.62 ERA, has allowed 52 hits, 36 strikeouts to 12 walks, and allowed 8 home runs in 54 innings of work. The Nationals are 2-3 over their last 5. Orioles are 3-2 over their last 5. The Nationals did win the first game of this series last night, but I like the Orioles tonight with Wells on the mound on the money line. All right, before we move on to the next game, we're going to take a short little break, and we will be right back.
Get ready. This summer, the Arena League Sports is on ASAP Network. Tune in live on either the Tiki Live or Roku app, as well as your smart home TV.
Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Network. All sports, all plays. Network. We on top of our game. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays.
All right, welcome back to Easy Money, a sports betting show, June 22nd, 2022. I'm your host, Chris Gonzalez. Thanks for joining us. We'll get right back into the MLB games here in just a second. In College World Series, right now you have Texas A&M against Oklahoma. Oklahoma is up 4-0 over Texas A&M in the bottom of the fourth inning. So Oklahoma's been rolling so far in this season. They hit a 3-run this series, hit a 3-run home run first in the first inning of the game, and then was able to add a run on a bad throw. Well, actually a dropped ball by the first baseman in the bottom of the third. But all right, getting back to today's games. Next game we would have is the Detroit Tigers at the Boston Red Sox. This game starts at 7:11 p.m. Eastern time tonight, as you have the Red Sox as 1.5 run favorites at home, minus 142 on the money line. The Tigers are plus 120 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8 runs. The Tigers are 26-42 on the season. Tigers have been terrible on the road, as they are 8-20 on the road. They're hitting .227 as a team and have a 4.04 team ERA. The Red Sox are 19-16 at home. They're hitting Red Sox are 38-31 on the season, hitting or 19-16 at home, hitting .258 as a team and have a 3.63 team ERA. They will have Wacha on the mound tonight, who is 5-1, has a 2.28 ERA. He's allowed 44 hits to 41 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 6 home runs, and 59 innings of work. For the Tigers, you're going to have Schoolboy on the mound. He's 5-4, has a 3.13 ERA, allowed 67 hits, 79 strikeouts, 14 walks, allowed 5 home runs, and 74 innings of work. Tigers are 2-3 over their last 5 games. The Red Sox are 4-1 over their last 5 and have won the first 2 games of this series. I like the Red Sox in this game here on the money line. Next game we have is the New York Yankees at the Tampa Bay Rays. The Yankees are 1.5 run favorites on the road, minus 156 on the money line. The Rays are plus 132 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7 runs. The Yankees are 50-18 on the season, 21-11 on the road, hitting .247 as a team and have a 2.88 team ERA. Yankees will have Montgomery on the mound, who is 3-1 with a 2.72 ERA. Has allowed 58 hits, has 56 strikeouts to 11 walks, and has allowed 7 home runs in 72 innings of work. For the Rays, they are 37-31, 22-14 at home, hitting .232 as a team and have a 3.16 team ERA. They will have Baez on the mound, who is 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA. Has allowed 5 hits, has 9 strikeouts to 3 walks, and allowed 1 home run in 8 innings of work. The Yankees are 3-2 over their last 5. The Rays are 2-3 over their last 5. These teams have split the first 2 games of the series. I like the pitching matchup for the Yankees tonight, where the Rays are probably going to go to their bullpen sooner than the Yankees. So I like the Yankees on the money line. Next game is the San Francisco Giants at the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are 1.5 run favorites at home. They are minus 142 on the money line. The Giants are plus 120 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 9 runs. The Guardians are 35-28 on the season, 19-18 on the road. They're hitting 249 as a team and have a 3.58 team ERA. They will have McKenzie on the mound tonight. He's 4-5 with a 2.96 ERA. He's allowed 46 hits, has 61 strikeouts to 19 walks, and allowed 11 home runs in 70 innings of work. For the Twins, they are 38-31 on the season, 20-15 at home. They're hitting 251 as a team, have a 3.85 team ERA. They will have Sonny Gray on the mound. He's 3-1 with a 2.09 ERA, has allowed 26 hits to 42 strikeouts, has 10 walks and allowed 3 home runs in 38 innings of work. The Guardians are 4-1 over their last 5 games, and they won the first game of this series. The Twins are 2-3 over their last 5, but I like the Twins tonight at home here on the money line. Then we have the St. Louis Cardinals at the Milwaukee Brewers in the NL Central matchup. These teams are battling for first place in the National League Central, and they have identical records at 39-31. The Cardinals are 1.5 run favorites on the road. They are minus 102 on the money line. The Brewers are minus 116 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9 runs. The Cardinals are 39-31, 18-18 on the road, hitting 254 as a team and have a 3.79 team ERA. They will have Wainwright on the mound tonight. Wainwright's 5-5 on the season with a 3.06 ERA. He's allowed 74 hits, has 60 strikeouts to 24 walks, and allowed 5 home runs. For the Brewers, they're also 39-31, 16-13 at home, hitting 232 as a team and have a 3.67 team ERA. On the mound tonight for the Brewers is Lauer. He is 6-2 with a 3.57 ERA. He's allowed 59 hits, has 72 strikeouts to 22 walks, and allowed 14 home runs in 68 innings of work. The Brewers are 4-1 over their last 5. The Cardinals are 2-3 over their last 5. But I like the Cardinals tonight with Wainwright on the mound. I don't bet against Wainwright. I know his record's 5-5 this season, but when I go against Wainwright, he always burns me. I like Wainwright on the mound tonight for the Cardinals. So I like the Cardinals here on the money line. Next game is the Seattle Mariners at the Oakland Athletics. The Mariners are 1.5 run favorites on the road, minus 134 on the money line. The Athletics are plus 114 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 7 runs. The Mariners are 30-39 on the season, 15-21 on the road. They're hitting 233 as a team and have a 3.87 team ERA. Mariners will have Kirby on the mound, who's 1-2 with a 3.56 ERA. He's allowed 44 hits, has 41 strikeouts to 5 walks, and allowed 8 home runs in 43 innings of work. For Oakland, they are 23-46 on the season. They've been terrible at home as they are 8-26 at home, hitting .210 as a team on the season and have a 4.37 team ERA. They will have Blackburn on the mound tonight. He's 6-2 with a 2.26 ERA. He's allowed 60 hits, has 51 strikeouts to 17 walks, allowed 3 home runs in 71 innings of work. Both these teams are 2-3 over their last 5 games. The Mariners won the first game of this series last night. This is going to should be a good game. I think Blackburn's pitching could keep Oakland in the game, but being able to score runs is what scares me. The Mariners can have the same problem at scoring runs as well. But with Blackburn on the mound tonight, I like Oakland. Oakland to get a victory. Oh. And then our final Major League Baseball game of the night, the Kansas City Royals at the Los Angeles Angels. This game starts at 9:50 p.m. Eastern Time. The Angels are 1.5 run favorites at home. They are minus 245 on the money line. The Royals are plus 200 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8 runs. The Royals are 25 and 42 on the season, 13 and 21 on the road, hitting 239 as a team, and they have a 4.98 team ERA. They will have Lynch on the mound, who is 3-6 with a 5.19 ERA. He's allowed 65 hits, has 60 strikeouts to 25 walks, allowed 9 home runs and 59 innings of work. The Angels are 33 and 38, 17 and 20 at home. They're hitting 233 as a team and have a team ERA of 3.90. They will have Ohtani on the mound tonight, who is 5 and 4 with a 3.28 ERA. He's allowed 51 hits to 77 strikeouts, 15 walks, and allowed 8 home runs and 60 innings of work. The Royals are 4-1 over their last 5. They have been hot, and they've won the first 2 games of this series. The Angels are 2-3 over their last 5. We're on a 3-game winning streak coming into this series, and has lost 2 games to the lowly Royals. So I like the Angels here with Ohtani on the mound tonight on the money line. Eddie, watching while at work. Thanks for the coverage, man. We appreciate you watching, Eddie. We thank you for the support. All right, we'll take a short break, and then we'll come back with our picks of the day. I will go through and give you guys a pick for every game, and then I will give you my best picks of the day. Here in just 1 second. All right, here we go. We'll be right back after this short break.
Get ready. This summer, the Arena League Sports is on ASAP Network. Tune in live on either the Tiki Live or Roku app, as well as your smart home TV.
All right, before we get to my picks of the day, actually, I'll go through and I'll give you guys a pick for every game. Then I'll give you my picks today. Before we do that, quick update. The Toronto Blue Jays are up 7-0 over the Chicago White Sox. This game is in the 5th inning. Other Major League Baseball game going on. You have the New York Mets at the Houston Astros. Astros are up 5-1 in the 5th inning of that game. If you like doing live betting, the Astros are -3.5 on the run line, -2,400 money line. Mets are plus 1,100 on the money line. Over under for that game is set at 10. That's the 2 Major League Baseball games you have going on. In the College World Series, Oklahoma is beating Texas A&M. If Oklahoma wins this game, they'll advance on to the finals. And we have another game later this evening in the College World Series as well. If you haven't been watching the College World Series, it's been pretty action packed. You only had a couple of the actually nationally ranked teams make it to the College World Series that got upset in the Super Regionals. So there's been a lot going on in college baseball. But all right, I'll go through. I kind of already did it as I broke down each game. I gave out a pick, but I'll go back through, give a pick out for every game, and then I'll give out my best picks of the day. Yesterday's picks, we struggled a little bit yesterday for one of our first bad days here in a while. We were 7-8 overall and 3-3 on our best picks. That was on Tuesday. On Monday, we were 5-3 overall, 3-1 on our best picks. Last week, we were 30-10 overall. Best bets were 17-4 last week. And the week before that, we were 26-12 overall and 14-3 on our best bets. So the last 2 weeks have been real strong. Gotten off to a little bit of rougher start this week, but I think we're going to turn it around today. But all right, here goes a pick for every game today. I like the Colorado Avalanche tonight in NHL hockey. If you're just joining us, I just got done breaking down all these games. Now I'm just going to give a pick for every game, and I give them my best picks of the day. So I like the Avalanche tonight in NHL over the Tampa Bay Lightning. I like the Philadelphia Phillies money line over the Rangers. Padres money line over the Diamondbacks. Marlins money line over the Rockies. The Dodgers and Reds under 9.5. I like the Cubs money line over the Pirates. The Orioles money line over the Washington Nationals. I like the Red Sox money line over the Tigers. Yankees money line over the Rays. Giants money line over the Braves. Twins money line over the Guardians. Cardinals money line over the Brewers. Oakland money line over the Mariners. And the Angels minus 1.5 over the Kansas City Royals. My best bets of the day is going to be St. Louis Cardinals money line over the Brewers. Again, these are my best picks of the day. Cardinals over Brewers. Yankees money line over Rays. The Red Sox money line over the Tigers. The Marlins money line over the Rockies. And the Phillies money line over the Rangers. So again, my picks of the day today: Phillies money line over the Rangers. Marlins money line over the Rockies. The Red Sox money line over the Tigers. The Yankees money line over the Rays. And the Cardinals money line over the Brewers. And then in hockey, I'm gonna put that pick as one of my best picks of the day: Avalanche money line tonight in the hockey game. So I'm giving out 6 best picks of the day: Avalanche in hockey, Cardinals money line, Yankees money line, Red Sox money line, the Marlins money line, and the Philadelphia Phillies money line. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks for all the support. Please like and subscribe at our YouTube page. We greatly appreciate it. We're like 3 or 4 subscribers from being at 300. So please help us out. Please go hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook and Twitch, please hit the like and follow buttons. Please share our videos on all 3. We greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're watching and that's all at Gonzo Sports Room. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch at the ASAP Sports Network, make sure you go subscribe to them, like and follow them on Facebook and Twitch. They have a lot of talented guys over there on as analysts. I'm also doing an afternoon show over there at 1 p.m. Eastern every day. I host it called the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. That's live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch and Twitter at ASAP Sports Network. So come check that show out. I'm also on the ASAP in the Morning show that starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm a guest on there about every day, but I'm always on the afternoon show. Don't forget, we'll be live tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern tonight with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. You can also find this show, Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form: Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find them. And we also, if you're a pro wrestling fan, we have GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room, our weekly pro wrestling podcast. New episodes drop every Sunday at 9 a.m. We also do GWR Live. We just had a big interview on Monday with pro wrestling superfan Marcus Fine. We have some other interviews coming up here real soon. We will be announcing them on our social media pages: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. So follow us on social media. That's where we put out all of our information. You have a good Wednesday as well, Eddie. Thanks for joining us. Hope everybody, stay safe. Hopefully we have a better day on our picks. Yesterday was a little rough, but the last 2 weeks we've been hot, so we can't complain. But we will see you guys tomorrow again for Easy Money at 3 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully we'll see you guys tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern for GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Thanks for all your support, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.